Shout out to all those Southwest flyers who probably just now have gotten home or have been smart enough to switch over to American or Delta, and now you've been blessed by the best airplane snack, the Biscoff Cookie. We're gonna try to make gourmet Biscoff cookies. These do not look right. What's going on? Hey, that out. This may work. Not bad. Almost spot on. If you never had one of these are a little piece of heaven. They're like this cinnamon biscuit cookie, and we're gonna try to gourmet these up. I've looked all over the internet for recipes to make this at home, and we're gonna see if we can make it taste like the real thing. For those of you who have not had one of these cookies, they're like this nice warm spice cinnamony biscuit. I'm gonna open one up so we can see what we're kind of working with here. I just took a flight, so I got this on the airplane earlier. This is what it looks like. Lotus is the brand of cookie. It has these little pleats on the side. It's like a hard biscuit, so it breaks and snaps pretty easily. I'm not sure how we're gonna get it like that, but we'll do our best. It's so crunchy. I've combined a few things that I've seen online, and overall the recipe seems pretty simple. We're gonna weigh out our ingredients. So I got my scale here. We need 260 grams of flour, running low in here. To this mixture, we're gonna add in all of our spices. We got 5 kinds of spices here, but if you really want to take it really minimally, you can do just cinnamon and nutmeg. The most important spice, cinnamon, we're gonna use 1 tablespoon. Ground nutmeg, we're gonna use 1/4 tablespoon. And 1/8 tablespoon of ground ginger, ground clove, and allspice. You can also use 1/8 tablespoon of cardamom, but I could not find it. Make sure all your spices are ground. And finally, you want to use 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. Get yourself a whisk, and you're gonna whisk this up to get all those ingredients combined. I don't know how you guys feel about flying, but I hate flying. I am deathly afraid of turbulence, although I know it's safe. But these cookies that they give you kind of help the time go by. When I was younger, I would just like nibble on them because they only give you 2, and I didn't know you could ask for more. It takes a little longer than you think. Set this aside, and we're gonna work on our wet ingredients. Now we're on to our wet ingredients. We're gonna cream together some butter and some white and brown sugar. So you need 2 sticks of butter, or 226 grams, and you're gonna put that right into a stand mixer. Make sure your butter is softened butter. Just take it out a few hours before you use it so that it whips up easily. And then we have 100 grams of white sugar and 50 grams of dark brown sugar. Get your paddle attachment, and you're gonna whip this up for about 5 to 10 minutes. You wanna do this a little longer. I think people under whip a lot, but you wanna make sure that your sugar and your butter turn into like a really light, fluffy mixture. Oops. Every so often, you want to get your spatula and you want to scrape down the sides so that everything mixes thoroughly. You see, now we have this really light mixture. Scrape that up one more time. To this, we're gonna add in 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Before we add our dry ingredient to the wet mixture, I forgot to put in salt. So I'm gonna put in 1/2 teaspoon of salt to our dry mixture. And then just whisk that up. Put your stand mixer on the lowest setting, and then you're gonna put in half the dry mixture at a time until that's incorporated, and then put the other half in. Scrape that bowl down, and then put in the last half of the mixture. We scraped down the sides to make sure that was fully incorporated. And I also pulled out a sheet of saran wrap because we have to chill these cookies before we roll them out. Gonna plop on our cookie dough into the center. It's pretty sticky right now, but hopefully the cooling makes it a little easier to roll out. And then just tighten this up a little bit. Roll that up. I'm gonna put this in the fridge for 30 minutes to 1 hour. I'll see you then. Our dough has chilled. We're going to roll this out. So I'm going to flour my surface lightly with some flour. Unwrap our dough. I'm gonna lightly flour my rolling pin and just the top of my dough. And then from the center, ooh, it's sticky. A little more flour. From the center, I'm just gonna roll it out. Ooh, I'm not sure this is right. All right, so this is a sticky dough. So I'm just gonna use my hands to kind of press it out best as we can. I'm gonna try to get into a nice rectangular piece. Oh my God. I'm not sure this is gonna work out, but we'll see. Mixture, oops, we may need a little more flour than originally planned. Just try to get that as even as you can. Oh no. I was not anticipating this sticky of a dough, but trial and error. Roll this out to about 3/16 of an inch. Do your best. Use your hands as you can and just kind of shape it into a square-like structure. I'm gonna cut this into like a perfect square, or as best that I can. Take those scraps away. This is the shape of the Biscoff cookie. So I'm gonna get this and see how many, 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to take this right across to get the shape of that cookie. And just keep doing that. You wanna put a little pressure on the ruler so it doesn't move around. Go long ways. All right, from here, I'm not sure how we're gonna get these little ridges, but I have an idea. I preheated my stove to 350 and I grabbed a stool because I think this might take a while. I got my offset spatula here. I'm just going to grab each cookie carefully and try my best to shape them into the Biscoff cookie. I'm gonna take the pizza cutter and try to round out the sides. Or, you know, I might just do it with my hands. Yeah, that's a little easier. It's more like a box with rounded sides. Oh, that's pretty good, actually. Grab a fork and try to do little crimps on the edges to mimic that texture in the Lotus cookie. It ain't perfect, but there's the first one. I'm gonna grab that and place it on my lined baking sheet. And we're just gonna keep on doing that. This one's a little skinny. Artisan, you don't have to go through all this trouble, but we're trying to gourmet this up. You could just stick these in the oven as they are. I'm gonna put on some music. I'm gonna do a test bake of these so I don't mess up all of them, but we got 8 portioned out, 350 degrees for about 7 to 9 minutes. You just wanna check on them every so often so they don't burn. These do not look right. Ow, 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 ow. All right, back in the oven. What's going on? What was that, 10 minutes? 12 minutes? Lotus. Not sure if you could see this, but this does not look as good as I thought it would. All right, well, those came out the oven. Took a little longer than I thought, about 16 minutes. We're gonna let them cool down because that's when they're supposed to be crunchier. We'll see, but it ain't looking too promising. Ow. I'm gonna just try one of these. See. Ow. You know, it ain't half bad, actually. We'll see how they taste when they cool down. Very good. Ow, this may work. I'm gonna put some more in the oven and see. This is what it looks like. It's like a similar color, a little darker. Maybe I'll let it come out a little sooner for the next batch. These ones I'm gonna put in for 14, 15 minutes, see how it goes. They're done baking, and I'm not gonna lie, during the baking process, I was very concerned on how these would turn out. And they don't look half bad. I could have done a little better, like crimping them at the edges, but I'm gonna say it is not the worst thing I've ever seen. They smell good. I let them cool so they have a nice crispiness, but I mean, look at that. This is the real one. This is the gourmet one. And I mean, shape-wise, not bad. It's a little thinner, maybe a lot thinner, so you maybe roll it out a bit thicker and a little more consistency issues here, but overall, I am not mad about it. Like, not bad. The bottom color is almost spot on, but the front is a little off. They have a nice crunch there. All right, now we're gonna taste it. I'm gonna try the real one because I kind of forgot what it tastes like, so. Okay, they're good. They have a little bit of a burnt taste, actually. Let's try the gourmet one. Nice crunch, okay. Actually, not bad. They don't have that deep like burnt flavor that these do. Maybe if I cook them a little longer, but it does remind me of a Biscoff cookie, and it definitely has the crunch. I'll say the crunch I got there. Thickness could be thicker. The flavor, the spices may be a little out of balance to like completely replicate this, but it is very good. Now I taste this one again. It kind of tastes processed because it is processed, but this tastes like it's like homemade because it is homemade. Not bad. Yeah, but if you like that kind of spice cookie taste, I would definitely try these out. I'm sure it's a lot easier to buy these, but at least you know what's going into your own cookie. Definitely recommend making it. I'm gonna crumble them up on some ice cream. I'll add some of that cookie butter on there. Oh, it'd be so good. Hope you guys enjoyed me making the Gourmet Biscoff Cookie. Definitely try it out. It's worth the effort, and you see how crumbly that cookie is, so it's definitely got that nice crunch. If you like this type of video, leave a comment below on what you would like me to try to gourmet up next. If you guys could please do me a favor, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell, give this video a thumbs up, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.